So hello students, all of you, welcome back to your own channel Vedantu Science Olympiad. This is Basavaraj sir, your biology master students. Welcome back all of you. Now in today's lecture, we'll be focusing mainly on the entire chordates and under chordates, the mammals, aves, reptiles and amphibians. So all of these four different classes we'll be studying in today's class. And students, trust me, in today's class, by the end of today's class, right, we will be solving more than, let's say, 30-40 questions. We will be solving more than 30 to 40 questions in today's class itself. So students, watch till the very end. Starting ये सबको आपको पता होगा, वैसे भी ये amphibians, aves, ये सबको आप पता है already, क्योंकि आप देखते हो ना, आपने पक्षी देखा होगा, right. So here in the starting, what we'll do is we'll try to focus on the main points of every single class, and then we'll go ahead, and when we solve questions, you will realize how they can ask you questions. Okay, students. So all of you, good evening, all of you students. Quickly let me know in the chat right now. Right, all of you, quickly let me know in the chat right now if I'm audible and visible to all of you students. Quickly in the chat, if I'm audible and visible to all of you students. Quickly in the chat, all of you students. जल्दी से बताओ chat में if I'm audible and visible. Yes, I am, right? Perfect, students. Perfect. Now, in yesterday's class, we started off with the chordata. हमने yesterday's class में हमने किया था chordata start किया था. Under chordata, we knew it has something called as notochord. It has the dorsal hollow nerve tube. It also has the pharyngeal gill slits here. Apart from this, there is something called as post-anal tail. So all of these were common features of chordates. Common features of chordates. है ना? ये dorsal hollow nerve cord, presence of notochord, paired pharyngeal gill slits. Common thing in all chordates. Now, we also learned the entire chordates can be divided into urochordates, cephalochordates and vertebrata. Uro means, my students, what? Uro means tail. So only in the tail region, the notochord is present in the larvae stage. Now, as the urochordates will grow older, the notochord is perishing. But in cephalochordates, from the head to tail, from anterior to posterior, throughout the body, we can find notochord, and notochord is present even in the adult stage. Adult stage में भी notochord पाया जाता है यहाँ पर, in the case of cephalochord. Now, in vertebrata, we started off with, we understood, in the case of vertebrata, the notochord is replaced by vertebral column. Notochord is replaced by vertebral column in the case of adults. Example, humans. Students, touch करो यहाँ पर, दिख रहा है ना vertebral column. So notochord is replaced by vertebral column in us. Okay, today is the last class of entire animal kingdom, students. Animal kingdom. Now, under vertebrata, we have agnatha, that is the jawless fish, and we have the jawfish here. Here we learned about a class cyclostomata. Students, remember cyclostomata? These are called as cyclostomata, lamprey fishes. Now, under your Pisces, under the Pisces and tetrapods, those were the two different types of super classes here under Gnathostomata. Now, under Pisces, we studied about bony fishes, all of you students. Under Pisces, we studied about your bony fishes as well as the students, bony fishes as well as cartilage fishes. Now, can anyone give me the example of cartilage fish, students? Students, this is very basic things. Can anyone give me the example of cartilage fish? Anyone? One example of cartilage fish. Great white shark. Shark is a good example of cartilage fish. Okay. Now, in today's class, we will be mainly focusing on this entire segment, students. This entire segment is today's class. What exactly happens in amphibians, reptiles, aves and mammals? These four classes is our goal today. Now, after the four classes, we will be starting off with question practice. All of you ready, students? All of you ready? Because today we'll be doing question practice of entire animal kingdom. Except today's content, entire animal kingdom, I'll be giving you questions. So let's start solving also there. Okay, students. Now, starting off with something called as your amphibians. Now, I want all of you to understand what is the meaning of amphi. All of you. The meaning of amphi means dual. Dual mane do. So amphibians, amphi means dual, bios means life. So these organisms are present in water as well as land. Now, can anyone tell me which is the plant called as amphibians of plant kingdom? Anyone, students? Anyone? Which is the amphibians of plant kingdom? That is called as bryophytes. Bryophytes are called as amphibians of plant kingdom. Okay. Students, not ready? Plant kingdom I'll teach after that. We will do human physiology first. Okay. Now, amphibian, students, what is the speciality here? If you look at the body of an amphibian, students, it is divided into mainly the head region and the trunk region. We generally don't see any kind of tail here in some species, but in some species such as your salamander and everything, we can see a tail also. So head, trunk and tail, three main parts of the entire amphibian, students. Tail may be present in some amphibians. Now, students, you can see here. Now, students, have you seen the skin of the frog? Students, kabhi dekha hai skin? It is very jelly. It is very mucus-like structure, right? The skin is smooth and or rough, have mucus glands, very important, mucus glands which keep them moist, right? Amphibian skin is devoid of any type of scales. वहां पर किसी प्रकार के scales नहीं है, which you find in the case of reptiles, and also in the case of aves also we find some scales, but here no scales, full smooth buttery skin it has. Okay, buttery skin, moisturizer it has, students. Now, all of you, obviously it is a tetrapod. It is a tetrapod, means what? Tetra means what? 4. So it has 4 legs here. The front are the legs, behind hind legs are much more muscular here. Why? Because it helps in jumping, in the leaping, it helps in leaping. Okay, that's tetrapod, students. Now, do you think they have any kind of ears? Students, do you think they have ears? No. Only we have the pinna. We have the pinna. We have an external ear. But in the case of frog, you do not find any kind of ear, students. Okay, students, this notes you will get today only. Do not worry. Okay. Now here you don't find any kind of ear structure, but you find one small dot here. You do not find any ear here, but you find a dot. That dot is called as what? एक छेद. एक छोटा सा छेद मिलेगा यहाँ पर. धब्बा. We say no धब्बा. एक small छेद. Right. The small dot is called as tymphanum. It is called as what? Tymphanum. So in the case of frog, even in the case of your reptiles also, we do not find external ears are not found. They find something called as a small dot there called as tymphanum, and this tymphanum will help in the absorbing this noise or the sound. Okay, can you see, students? Tymphanum, a small dot is there, tymphanum. Now, students, now alimentary canal, urinary and reproductive tract open into a common chamber. So there is a common chamber for every single thing, right? There is a common chamber called as a cloaca, right? Which opens in outside through the cloacal aperture here. So there is only one aperture here. Through this aperture, itself, urine, excretion, and also the gametes, everything through one aperture itself. Only one aperture is present here, students. Okay, only one aperture. We humans have multiple, but here only a single aperture is present in the case of your amphibians. Cloaca. Okay, students. Respiration, obviously all of you know, in the adult stage, in the young stage we can find the gills, lungs in the case of adult stage, and even the moist skin also helps in respiration. So all three main types of respiration is done. Gills in the young stage, and as it grows older, lungs and skin both are present, students. Okay. Now, it's a 3-chamber heart, have 2 auricles and 1 ventricle. 2 auricle and 1 ventricle. So if it is 3-chambered heart, students, do you think it is cold-blooded or warm-blooded? It is cold-blooded itself. Reptiles as well as amphibians are cold-blooded animals, or aves and humans, aves and mammals are hot-blooded. So we are hot-blooded, students. Okay. Now, 2 auricles and 1 ventricle, since, right, so these are cold-blooded animals. Cold-blooded animals, students. Sex are separate here, male and female can be seen separate here, students. Now, in the case of your amphibians, obviously there are oviparous. Students, have you seen Mr. Bean episode? There are multiple fish eggs, frog eggs. So these obviously they lay eggs. You can see small round eggs. Those small round eggs will hatch and they give into something called as your tadpoles. These tadpoles will undergo metamorphosis to give frog. So we have a lot of eggs can be seen. Lot of eggs can be seen here. Lot of eggs. These eggs will develop into tadpole. The tadpole will eventually develop limbs and become the frog. Okay. So we can see external fertilization here and oviparous and indirect. The meaning of indirect is that It has a larvae stage and it has an adult stage which look different from each other. Indirect, students, indirect. Okay. Here are different examples, students. Now, if you might thinking, sir, what is the difference between a toad and a frog? Toad is much more larger. Toads are much more larger and they're much more colorful also. Toads. Okay, students, toads. This is salamander which has a tail here. Salamander has a tail. Limbless amphibian also is there. See, this is your toad. Very large one, toad. Can you see it has a dry, here it has almost a dry skin also you can see. But generally it's usually slimy itself. Okay. So students, don't worry. Here if I show you, you might face, this is difficult to remember, but at the end of the class, I'll give you something called here. This is this may not be visible right now. Nahi dikh raha hoga, don't worry. When I give you the notes, this will be very visible. Here amphibians, reptiles, aves, mammals, all the different classes is given in 2 pages. Every single information in 2 pages. So I'll give you these notes. So you can learn from here easily. Now students, now next is called as reptiles. Can anyone give me 2 examples of reptiles, students? Sir? What do you make color change? They don't change color generally, right? There are a few exceptions, obviously. There are a few things you will learn here also, students. You will learn here, right? Which there is some color changing factor, but snakes, students, snakes, the pigmentation. Now here, pigmentation can chameleon thing, students. Even I'm not sure. Earthworm will not come, students. Earthworm is Annelida. Earthworm doesn't come here. Earthworm is over. Earthworm phylum is over. Reptiles, best example is snakes. All of you know there is something called as turtles. There is crocodile. Everything comes here, students. Okay. Now, students. Now, the class name refers to creeping or crawling. Creeping or crawling. Except the snakes, generally we can find limbs here. 4 limbs can be seen, but in the case of snakes, you can't see any limbs. Okay. Lot of reptiles students. See, here we can find scales. देखो, इसके ऊपर scales है ना? The scales were missing. These scales were missing where? In the case of the entire amphibians, scales were missing, students. Okay, that's what. Except the snakes, generally we can find legs here. Tortoise में legs मिलता है ना? मिलता है, student. Tortoise में legs मिलता है. Tortoise or turtle maybe. Okay, the skin is very right, rough, without any glands, bearing epidermal scales or scutes. So these are called as epidermal scales. Okay. They can also see skin casting. What is skin casting, students? In the case of especially lizard and snakes, they remove their entire body skin itself out. The outer layer is removed out and the inside body comes again, students. So that is seen in the case of snakes. Okay. Now here also you cannot find any ears. You cannot find any ears also here also. There's also tympanum here also. Can you see? Here also we have a tympanum. There's no external opening here. Okay. No external opening. Now, obviously, students, snakes do not have legs. Except the snakes, we can find legs. See, foot of lizard, hind foot of river tortoise, foot of a marine turtle. So there can be different modification also, right? Different type of modification. Generally, there are 5 fingers like structure here. Okay. So how do they hear that tympanum? No, they have a small dot there. See, even in the case of amphibians also, they had a small dot like structure. From that small dot, सारा आवाज ना उसी dot से अंदर की तरफ आएगा. सारा का सारा आवाज. Okay. Students. Now, here there are multiple things which you need to understand. Right. Heart consists of 2 auricles and a partially divided ventricle. Heart is usually 3 chamber. Usually it is 3 chamber. So cold-blooded animals. Except in the case of crocodile. Students. Except in the case of crocodile. But 4 chamber in the crocodile. So they will ask you this question. Under reptiles, which organism is 4-chambered heart, just like mammals or aves? Your answer is supposed to be, students, your answer is supposed to be what? Crocodile. Crocodile is a 4-chamber heart, student. It has 4-chamber heart. Okay. Now, what is the porculothumbs? Porculothumbs are cold-blooded animals. Cold-blooded animals. Student, that's why you might have seen, since they are cold-blooded, they will always go near the sun. अगर आप कहीं zoo गए हो ना कभी भी zoo पे, you will notice that all the crocodiles and all the snakes and everything, they're generally hanging or they're towards the sunlight because they need to regulate the body temperature. Okay. Now, sexes are separate, male and female. Fertilization is internal. They're oviparous. It means they will lay the eggs like this. Development is direct. That is, there is no larvae stage here. There is no larva development doesn't happen. Okay. turtle, chameleon, right? Wall lizard, ये घर का हमारा, right? Tortoise, all of these are your different types of examples of reptiles. See, snakes, crocodile, naja, that different examples, students. Now, next is called as aves. You don't have zoo in Bihar, students. You do not have a zoo in Bihar. Are you sure? नहीं है zoo, बिहार में zoo नहीं है क्या? सच में? Students, you come to Bangalore. I'll take you. Come to Bangalore. We have a Bannerghatta Zoo. Bannerghatta Zoo in Bangalore and Mysore Zoo in Mysore. Okay. So zoos are a little sad, but as a kid I used to enjoy. It's been many years since I went to zoo also, right? So you get to see a lot of different types of animals there. Now, obviously, students, aves are your birds which can obviously fly here. Okay, so flying category of students, aves. Now here also I told you can find scales, but scales are not present throughout the body. Scales are present only in the leg region, students. Can you see? The forelimbs are, see, these are called as forelimbs. These are called as, students, forelimbs. These are called as forelimbs. Now, forelimbs are modified. Modified for what? Modified for flying. Bottom legs are called as hind legs. Hind means bottom. Forelimbs means आगे का. So this top part is used for flying, and the hind legs are used for stability and catching prey or holding to the substratum. This is the bottom legs, hind legs. Right? The hind legs generally have scales and are modified for walking, swimming, or clasping. Clasping means holding the tree branches. Okay. Now, students, do you think all birds can fly? Students, all birds can fly? No. There is emu which cannot fly, penguin which cannot fly, ostrich which cannot fly at all. So not all birds can fly. There are some birds which can fly, but not everyone, right? Students, now generally they are dry skin. Skin is very dry, except at the end of the tail there is a gland there. Oil gland is present at the end of the tail. Okay, without scales except the oil gland, that is preen gland here. You see, preen gland present at the base of a tail. So we can find only one gland here. Okay, students. So ostrich can't fly. Ostrich cannot fly. It will run very fast, right? Because it's so heavy, it can't fly. Right? Ostrich, emu, penguins, they cannot fly. Okay. Now, students, obviously, if they want to fly, they have to be very lightweight. But हमारा जो bones है ना, it is very, very strong and very solid. Now, in these birds also, initially, imagine in the case of birds, if their bones are very heavy, can they fly? No. So bones have to be very, very lightweight. Lightweight bones has to be there. So what happens is that inside the bones of the aves or the birds, there are small gaps, small cavities or pores are present. The endoskeleton is fully ossified, bony, and have long bones are hollow with air cavities. Students, there are a lot of air cavities present here, and because of these air cavities, the bones are very lightweight bones. Okay, lightweight bones, students, to reduce the weight. Okay, no bone marrow also. Okay, now the digestive tract has additional chambers. Why? Students, अगर सोचो अगर आप bird हो, you need a lot of energy, right? You need a lot of energy for flying. If you need a lot of energy for flying, you need to digest the food very fast. खाते जाओ, नीचे से निकालते जाओ, है ना? So इसीलिए हमारे पक्षी जो है ना, बहुत खाते हैं और जल्दी निकाल देते हैं बॉडी से. Their digestion happens very fast because they need very lot of energy for flying. Okay. Now, the crop and gizzard. The crop stores and softens the food, and gizzard helps in crushing and churning the food. Right? Again, they have a single aperture here for release of everything. Right? Cloacal aperture is present here. This is called as crop. This is called as gizzard. Crop will hold the food and soften the food. Here, the digestion happens in the case of gizzard. Crop and gizzard is present, students. Now again, you can see here, heart is 4-chambered heart. So it is going to be what? It is going to be warm-blooded animals now. Warm-blooded animals. Okay. They're able to maintain a constant body temperature. Homeostasis is able to happen. Respiration occurs with the help of lungs. They are spongy and inelastic. Right. Air sacs are connected to the lungs for the supplement of respiration. Obviously, they need air sacs because they need a lot of energy, students. Okay. Sir, doing research in biology, students, salary little doubtful. Career is there, but again, students, in India, When I was doing my research, I did my research for 2 years, right? I did my research on gymnosperms. All of you know gymnosperms, right? So my research was on extraction of nanoparticles from gymnosperms and checking the antibacterial and antimicrobial properties of Zamia furfuraceae. That was my research, right? But the problem with that research in India is that there is very less funding, and at research is very, to do research you have to be ready to be alone, because you'll be sitting in labs for 3-4 hours, sitting in lab alone, sitting in front of your laminar airflow, making cultures there for 3 to 4 hours. It can get a little lonely, but if you think research is your thing, go for it. Now again, my research field was different. My research field was pure botany, right? So if you feel your research is different, you can go ahead for it, right? Again, lot of research, upcoming research is coming in your biotechnology in India right now, right? Apart from that, microbiology is also a very good field. Then there is also plant tissue culture also. If you're interested in biology, I'm telling you, right? Botany mainly, because I am botanist, so I know most of the botany research. In zoology, I'm not very sure. Animal tissue culture is how it is going, but there's a lot of scope in the cancer research. Lot of scope in the cancer research when it comes to biology, right? There is a Kidwai hospital near in Bangalore which has amazing cancer biology going on. So cancer biology is a very good field to do research in, if you are interested in zoology, that is. Okay, so biology is very interesting. Biology is very fun, right? I find biology very fun. That's why I love to teach biology, right? Because now imagine, students, now all of you know what a bird looks from inside. Now, before today's class, did you know that birds have very hollow bones? They have crop and gizzard. Digestion happens very fast in the birds. They have a beak, right? So when you learn biology, you relate to a lot of things and everything makes sense now. Like why birds are lightweight, because they have to fly, right? Why biology is like this. So biology is a very good subject to, if you have very good interest in. Otherwise it becomes very difficult to understand. There's nothing to mug up here, right? Mm. There is no danger from AI. See, research is always safe from AI. We researchers, we use AI, but AI cannot replace research. That is there. AI cannot replace research, but AI will help in research by doing the citations and everything, but it will not replace. Who, students? AI will not be able to do the lab experiments as such as right, the trial and error method and everything. It's very enjoyment. It's very fun biology. Now, students, see, there is also sexes are separate, obviously, and there is a direct tube formation here, tube, where gametes are released. Okay, so here I've given all the adaptations. You can read once for the birds, right? Aves. Here are the different examples of aves, students. Different examples of aves. Students, all of you know, right? This is a male. This is a peacock, is a male, right? Generally, what happens in the nature, males are very beautiful, right? Because they have to attract the female, right? So males in nature are very beautiful males. It could be a fish, bird, mammal, everything. Males are very beautiful. Lion, beautiful hair. Tiger, beautiful stripes, right? So males are very beautiful in the nature. It could be any bird also. Fish also. You might have seen colorful fishes. Males are generally colorful. Males. No, students. Last is your mammal, students. Why are they called as mammals? Because there is something called as mammary glands. Right. Right. Students, males are very beautiful in nature. Students, don't be like that. Except humans. Humans, we have become something a little different. Humans, you can't tell anything, but generally in nature, males are very beautiful. Right. Mammals are found in variety of habitats. Obviously, we are found in Antarctica, Sahara Desert, forest, India, Pakistan, everywhere we are found. We are found everywhere. Okay. Mountain, forest, grasslands, dark caves, everywhere. हवा में उड़ रहे हैं हम नहीं, बैट उड़ रहा है ना, हवा में बैट उड़ रहा है. पानी के अंदर मछली, we have blue whale. Blue whale is a mammal, so we are in water also. Right. We are in the sky, water, land, everywhere. Okay. We are everywhere, students. Okay. Now, the most unique mammalian character is the presence of milk producing glands. So in the case of mammals, the main distinctive feature is the mammary glands. Every single mammal will have mammary glands. They may be functional, they may not be functional. That's all. Mammary glands are a must. Okay, students. Now, they have two pairs of limbs. You see, two pairs of limbs. One pair, second pair. Here also, one pair, second pair. They can be used for climbing, running, everything. Students. Teeth are different types. We know the incisors, students, incisors, molars, premolars, everything. Right? Heterodont means hetero means different. Don't means teeth. Right? Socket of jaw. Now we have external ear. We have the pinna right now. We have the external ear also. So for hearing, nice pinna we have. Okay, pinna is present. Four-chambered heart, and we are warm-blooded animals. We have lungs. We have muscular diaphragm, right? Thorax, abdomen, everything. We are advanced, students. We are very advanced, right? Sex are separate. Male, female is separate, right? In direct development, there is no larva right now. There is something called as larva. Larva will develop into a new organism. No. Direct development, no larva stage and all. Okay, internal and viviparous. Viviparous basically means giving birth to the young one. Young one is born here. Young one is born, students, here. Most primitive animals besides laying eggs, right? Viviparous. See, here different examples, different examples. All right, horse, dolphins, everything. Students, shall we start with the questions now? Because you'll realize where you'll make mistakes if you solve questions. These notes will be given to you, right? Today only I will send it to the channel manager. He will upload it today itself if possible, or if not maximum tomorrow, you will get the notes. So all of you can revise the animal kingdom, entire animal kingdom, you'll get the notes. Remaining notes also I have sent to him once. If they are not reached to you, I will connect again with the team, because I have sent from my side, I have sent the notes. Okay. Okay. Now students, the first question on the board. Students, the first question on the board. All of you. First question on the board. Quick, 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 quick. Which of the following statement is incorrect with regards to bilateral symmetrical? Bilateral means what? Into two equal half. Yes or no? They're asking you incorrect. A body can be divided into two equal halves. Okay, this is correct. Organism that shows bilateral symmetry have paired body organs that occur on two sides. Yes, two hand here, two legs. It is found in all invertebrates and few vertebrates. Nah, students. All invertebrates do not have it. All invertebrates are not bilateral symmetrical. They're also radial symmetrical also are present. Right? This is a wrong statement. Wrong statement, students. Wrong statement. Next question on the board. All of you. Digestive system is complete where? What is the meaning of complete digestive system? Complete digestive system. All of you. The digestive system is complete where mouth and anus both are present. Yes or no? Both in anus are present. Then only it is complete. If there is no anus, only one thing, incomplete. Obviously. That's what answer. Diploblastic and triploblastic are termed to describe. What is the meaning of diploblastic and triploblastic? That is used. These words. What is the meaning of these words? Something related to coelom or germ layers. All of you. Number of imaginations during embryonic development. Number of heads during embryonic development. Number of germ layers during embryonic development. Number of cell types. No. Number of germ layers. Right. Number of germ layers. Okay. The number of germ layers, that is, right, triploblastic 3 layers, diploblastic 2 layers. Right. Mesoderm is missing here. Germ layers. Next question. The grade of organization in sponges. In the case of sponges, right? In the case of sponges, which type of organization do you find? Sponges, the first category. First category, all of you. In the first category, which type of arrangement do you find? Sponges is always cellular grade. Then we have tissue. Then we have organ. Then we have organ system later on, right? Now, a pseudocoelom is found in. Where do you find pseudocoelom? That is fake coelom, students. Where do you find pseudocoelom? All of you. Pseudocoelom. I'll give you exactly 2 minutes, students. Take your time. Pseudocoelom is found in. Very good. Students, ascaris, right? Next question starts. Which of the following is not all in poriferans? Not typical in poriferans. Not typical in poriferans. Quick, quick, students, quick. Students, present the spongin fibers. I told you, spongin fibers is not present in every single sponges. It is present only in a few which requires the protection, not present in all of them. Choanocytes is, students, choanocytes is present in everyone. Choanocytes are your flagellated. Remember, they help in movement of water. Students, they help in movement of water. Okay. Students, this is an easy question now. Which of the following is not a character feature of sponges? Not a feature. Cellular level, yes. Ostia are the small holes. Intracellular digestion, obviously. Body is supported by chitin? No. Chitin is not present, students. Chitin is not present here. Chitin is not present, students, here. Chitin is not present here. In case of poriferans, the spongocoel, the middle part has which type of cells? It has the choanocytes. Yes or no? It has the choanocytes. Spongocoel present inside here. Here we have the ostia. Ostia opens up. Here we have a cavity. Here we have a lot of spongocoels present here. Spongocoel is present. Okay, next question, students. Which of the following is special character of Coelenterata? Only is the occurrence of. What exactly happens in Coelenterata? Diploblastic. Students, I'll give you a small clue here. In coelentrates, there is something called as nidoblast cells, also nidaria, right? Nidoblast cells. Now, these nidoblast cells have something very common, students. Nidoblast cells have something. What do they have? Nidoblast cells have something, students. What do nidoblast cells have? Exactly, nematocysts. Okay, next question, students. Which of the following is not applicable for phylum Coelenterata? Not applicable. Students, obviously the choanocytes. Yes or no? These choanocytes are present where? Choanocytes are present in the porifera, not here, not here. Okay. A Coelenterata, commonly known as freshwater polyp. See, students, there are two forms here: polyp and medusa. Medusa is the jellyfish. Polyp is the, students, which helps in reach. Remember, it shows budding also. The polyp form here shows budding also. Budding can be seen here in this polyp form. All of you. In this polyp form, they can also be shown budding can be seen here. That is the hydra. Yes or no? Hydra, polyp form. Next question. Characteristic which is well marked by ctenophores. What is the biggest character of your ctenophore, students? Ctenophore. Nematocyst is no. That is present in Coelenterata, gone. Alteration generation, no. Extracellular radiation, no. But bioluminescence, yes. We can see students. We can see bioluminescence here. We can see the bioluminescence can be seen here, students. Okay. Now, locomotion in ctenophores occur with the help of, students, remember, there are 8 of them. It is a football shape. There are 8, something like here. What are these 8 which help in movement, students? Which help in movement? All of you. What is that? What are those 8 comb plates. Students, do you remember? Not lasso. Students, those are called as 8 comb plates. These are called as ciliated comb plates. Ciliated comb plates will help in the movement. Remember or not? Ciliated comb plates will help in movement in Ctenophora. Now, this is a very good question. Platyhelminthes. Students, I'll give you a clue. I'll give you a clue. Right. Now, tell me, students, tell me. It is between these two. See, it is flatworm, triploblastic. But do you find a coelom? Do you find a coelom in Platyhelminthes? All of you. Do you find a coelom in the case of Platyhelminthes? Coelom. Do you think it's that advanced to have a coelom, students? Do you think it's advanced to have a coelom? No. Obviously no, students. It is acoelomate. Remember, it is acoelomate. Then your Aschelminthes, pseudocoelomate. No. Dash is meant for excretion and osmoregulation in flatworms. In the case of your flatworms, Platyhelminthes, there is a special type of cells which helps in osmoregulation and excretion. It is on fire. So it is on fire. Akkad bakkada. Students, Animal Kingdom is a chapter we have to keep on revising. Otherwise, very difficult, students. Very difficult. Animal Kingdom. You have to revise these concepts. Flame cells. Very good, students. Flame cells. Next, student. Annelids, earthworms, show advancement over nematodes in having. Why are annelids much more advanced? Why are annelids much more advanced? We can find metameric segmentation. Earthworm has a segmentation. 2 coelom can be present here. Obviously, coelom is present, advanced here. Closed circulatory system, yes. So, all of those, students. So, option number D, all of the above. All of the above in the case of your this thing. Now, next question on the board. The excretory unit in annelids is called as. In the case of annelids, they have something for excretion. See, flame cells is platyhelminth is gone, right? So one option I have removed for all of you, students. One option I have removed for all of you, students. C for cat, C for chemistry, all of you. C for chemistry in the chat. Yes. C for chemistry. Yes or no? So nephridia is present. Nephridia is present here. Okay, very good, very good. Now, excretory organ for grasshopper is done. Now, all of you remember, in the case of grasshopper, it is basically arthropod. So, they are asking you what is the excretory mechanism or cells for in the case of arthropods. Organ in arthropod, students. Remember, it is. Kuiper. Students. Exactly, sure. Malpighian tubules. Malpighian tubules are one which are present in the case of your arthropods. In the case of arthropods for excretion. Okay. What is common among silverfish, scorpio, crab, and honeybee? All of them are, students. All of them are belong to. All of them are basically your arthropods. If they are part of arthropods, do they have jointed legs? Yes or no? They have the jointed legs again. Okay, Abu. Yes, Abu. Jointed legs. Now, the phylum Mollusca, the snail and everything, snail, can be distinguished from other invertebrates in the presence of. What is so special about, students? What is so special about your Mollusca? Do you remember, students, here? It had a muscular foot like this, and this was the visceral hump. In this visceral hump, there was something called as mantle also. Mantle. Yes. A mantle and a non-segmented body, students. Mantle and a non-segmented body. Okay. They're not, students, they're not bilateral symmetry, right? Now, an animal phylum having radial symmetrical adult but bilateral symmetrical larvae. Students, I told you this, remember this very, very well because this question was very famous. And I showed you a diagram for this also. I showed you a diagram for this also. In adult stage and young stage is different. That was basically your Echinodermata. In the case of Echinodermata, adults, students, phylum radial symmetrical adults, bilateral symmetrical larvae. Please remember this, students. Please remember this, because this question is repeated like this. Acandermata is group of animals which are, friends, which are coelomate, obviously. Echino means spiny. Yes, obviously. Spiny marine. Spiny marine. Okay. Now, which one occurs in adult echinodermata, students? Just now you learnt. In adult echinodermata, we can find the radial symmetrical. Young stage, larvae stage, bilateral symmetrical. So please remember, students, please remember this. Echinodermata, adult we have radial symmetrical. No. In echinodermata, the excretory system is, see, malphizian tubules is present in the case of arthropods. Nephridia is not present here. We done, already done. Nephridia, right? None of the above is not. But here we proboscis gland is present where? In the case of hemichordata. Hemichordata. So obviously the answer is none of the above, students. Okay, none of the above. Nephridia was done in annelida itself, students. See, proboscis gland is present where? In hemichordata, not here. In hemichordata is present. Remember something we do like this. Collar cells. Here I told you, in the collar cell there was a collar cells. There will be something called as proboscis gland. The members of hemichordata are, students, I told you, hemichordata is always exclusively marine. Yes or no? It is exclusively marine only. It is exclusively marine itself. Okay. Now, students, hemichordata here. Hemichordata here. Which of the following is not true for the animal given? Not true. Okay. So take your time. Students, take your time. Not true. Which of the following is not true for the animal given, students? This right here is hemichordata. This right here is given, the hemichordata is given right to you. They don't have claws, students. Okay. Now, see this. Proboscis gland are the excretory organ of proboscis gland. Just now we learned hemichordata, students. Hemichordata. Hemichordata, students. Now, this is the last question. Students, quickly let me know in the comment section if you want me to do more question practice from now onwards, because the exam is coming near. Now, as the exam is coming near, let me know in the comment section if you want to solve more and more questions. More and more questions. Last question for all of you. The following is correct about hemichordata. Students, do hemichordata have notochord? Students, hemichordata have notochord or not? Tell me, students. Do you think hemichordata has notochord? If it had notochord, it would be where? It would be in chordata. But is it part of chordata? It is not a part of chordata, students. So I will leave it there. That is my clue for this question, right? So I want to see this particular answer in the comment. This particular answer in comments. This particular answer in the comments, students. Okay, students, you will get this notes for this chapter very soon. Let me know in the comment section also which chapter notes is missing with you. Okay, which chapter you need notes very desperately, right? Let me know in the comment section. Not A. Above it is not A. Answer is not A. Okay. Now they are asking which of the following is correct. Correct, which is correct here. Okay. So let me know in the comment section, students. I'll make it happen. No, it is not A for amazing. It is something else. Okay. Manika is saying the right answer. Right, students. Biology classification, right? Students, I have sent a couple of notes. You have not gotten anything, is it? Students, I have sent so much of my notes. I've sent around 4 chapters I've sent last week itself. You have not gotten it? Last week itself I sent 4 notes, 4 chapters I sent. Okay. Then wait, don't worry, students. I will I'll see to it that whatever notes I've sent, it'll reach all of you because it is there. It is not missing anywhere. Okay. So do not worry. Before this weekend, no Sunday, tomorrow itself you will have all the notes. Promise. Okay. So bye bye, students. All of you take care and have a great day ahead, all of you. And let me know in the students. Talk to us in the comments. Talk to us in the comments that sir, I need more question practice sessions like this. I need to solve more and more questions. I'll make it happen. Okay, students. Bye bye, all of you students. Take care and have a great day ahead, all of you. Okay. Bye bye, students. Bye bye, all of you.